Chapter 7 Brother Stone is very angry. Backstreet, with the enrollment of surrounding universities, once again ushered in a lively scene of people coming and going. Shitou led the way, pointing not far away. A red sign said, "Earthfire Hot Pot." The most authentic Shuangqing hot pot in the back street? Ling Yumo grinned, "Earthfire?" Mu Shuang is from Shengjing and he doesn't know the dialect of Shuangqing City. Sister Yumo, what happened to the fire? Li Guai also looked puzzled. Ling Yumo glanced at Shitou, and then explained, "Earthfire is earth-urn, which means the old hat." Stone, why is this hot pot's name so strange? Shitou shrugged. "I don't know." A group of 4 people walked into the hot pot and found that many people were seated inside. Earthfire hot pot has no private room, only a hall. There are only 2 tables left in the hall. The welcome came forward with a professional smile. "Hello, may I have you 4?" Shitou nodded. "Well, 4?" Yingben took the 4 of Shitou, walked to a square table, and continued to say, "Do you want a red soup pot or shabu-shabu?" The so-called red soup pot is the spicy hot pot bottom. Shabu-shabu is half spicy and light. In order to take care of Mu Shuang and Li Guai, these 2 non-Shuangqing locals, Shitou politely ordered a shabu-shabu. After the 4 ordered some dishes, the shabu-shabu was served. Although there are many people in the earthen hot pot, the quality of their service has not been reduced much. Shilai's order soon came all up. Shitou doesn't have any self-care image. In front of the 2 beautiful women, who eats and drinks? Affected by him, the other 3 also released their concerns and began to eat. The taste of earth hot pot is really good. Whether it is the spicy red soup or the fragrant flavor of the clear soup, it completely evokes appetite. When they were 7 or 8 full, 4 bad-haired youths came from the next table. One of them, with his left earrings and yellow hair dyed, whistled when he saw Mu Shuang and Ling Yumo. "Oh, what a beautiful 2 chicks." Mu Shuang's brow frowned, and he stared coldly at the bad young man who spoke. The youth with bad left earrings not only did not retreat, but instead intensified. "Little girl, what do you see, Uncle Ben? Doesn't Uncle Ben look handsome? Do you want to be Uncle Ben's girlfriend?" Shitou put down his chopsticks and looked at the 4 bad young people. If in the previous life, Shitou would still care about them, but before he was reborn, Shitou had been trained by that mysterious organization. How could he be afraid of the 4 lumps? "Hey, you 4 little dregs, didn't you see Brother Stone? In the face of Brother Shi, how dare to tease Brother Shi's girlfriend, you don't want to mix up." The youth with bad left earrings looked at Shitou with contempt. "Brother Stone? Cut? Which onion are you?" Shitou stood up and walked towards the young man with poor left ear studs, pushing the glasses on the bridge of his nose while walking. Stopping at a place about a meter in front of the youth with poor left ear studs, Shitou half squinted his eyes and said softly, "Little dregs, quickly apologize to Brother Shi's girlfriend." The young man with poor left earrings sneered. "Glasses, Lao Tzu not only apologizes, but also your girlfriend to accompany Lao Tzu to eat?" Shitou grinned, "Is it going to accompany you after dinner? Would you like to sing at Tokay Palace?" The youth with poor left earrings looked bright. This proposal. Slap tilde? Shitou slaps a loud slap on his right hand, slaps him on the face of the left young man with a bad stud, and slaps him on the ground. "You? How dare you hit me? Do you know who I am?" Shitou kicked the young man with a bad left ear stud. "Do you know who is Stone Brother?" The other 3 unhealthy youths had not yet reacted. Shitou moved and squeezed his fist with his right hand, punching the nose of an unhealthy youth. The bad youth passed out. Lying on the floor, the young man with bad left ear studs shouted, "What are you waiting for, Mao Mao, Mao? Give me a hard fight? I will bear all the consequences." Da Mao and Mao looked at each other, then rushed over to Shitou. Ling Yumo covered her mouth with her hands, her face scared. "Strange stones, be careful." Shilei's expression was relaxed, and there were spare time to respond to Ling Yumo. Zhao Mo, don't worry. These two little dregs, they deal with them effortlessly. Talking, Shilei rushed up to Da Mao and Mao. Da Mao Yixi kicked Shilei's thigh. On the side of Shilei's body, he let his hairy feet pass, bullying himself forward, and smashed his elbow on the hairy chest. The big hairy eyes were black and almost fainted. Mao picked up the beer bottle on the table and smashed it at Shilei. Shilei didn't panic, holding Mao's arms in his left hand, fisting into a knife with his right hand, and chopping on Mao's biceps. Tilda! Mao screamed and squatted to the ground. Shilei was so overwhelming. When Mao squatted, Shilei lifted his right leg and kicked Mao's stomach. Mao suddenly felt a severe stomachache, and even the beer he had just spit out. In just 30 seconds, 4 bad boys were overturned by Shilei. Ling Yumo looked at Shilei inconceivably, but Mu Shuang thoughtfully. Li Guai was shaking with excitement. He did not expect that Shilei, who was not strong and burly, was so powerful. Shilei went to the young man with poor left earrings, stepped on his palm with his right foot, squatted down, and smiled and said, "Little dregs, now you know Brother Shi's power." The youth with bad left earrings looked at Shilei in fear. He was just a bummer in the university town of Shuang district. The nature of bullying and fear is not afraid of meeting Shilei, who is stronger than them. Stone brother. I'm sorry. You let us go? Shilei laughed and said, "Don't ask me. Whoever offends you, ask for mercy." The youth with a bad left earring looked at Mu Shuang, and he begged. Mu Shuang's face changed and he stared at Shilei. "Shilei, now that they have taught them, let them go." Shilei nodded, and reached out and patted the face of the young man with a bad left earring. "Little dregs, remember later, everyone who sees Brother Shi will give me order?" Yes. "Thank you, Stone, for your generosity." The youth with poor left studs nodded again and again. Shilei got up. "Get off." 4 unhealthy youths supported each other and left the fire and hot pot. Sitting back, Ling Yumo's eyes flickered with little stars. Stone, you're so good?" Shilei lifted his head and set up pose, a stinking look. "Of course. Stone brother is not terrific, what can we do?" Mu Shuang also made a smile with a rogue like Shilei. "Shilei, don't stink?" Li Gua said it again and again, and felt very uncomfortable. However, Shilei was very clear about Li Guai's character. Li Guai, this unlucky guy who looks like an uncle, is a standard technical otaku since he was a child with various mechanical materials. Every otaku has a sturdy dream. Li Guai was very envious of a man with a high value of force, and dreamed of becoming a man with a high value of force. "Guess, do you want Brother Shi to teach you 2 tricks?" Li Guai nodded again and again. "Stone brother, mighty stone brother, teach younger brother." Ling Yumo grinned. "Classmate Li Guai, you are so stupid, I guess you can't learn?" Li Gu's face went dark. "I'm sorry." Ling Yumo quickly apologized, and then explained, "Student Li Guai, don't look at the stone monster, it was just a few simple punches and a few elbows. However, every hit of the stone monster attacks the fragile part of the human body." Having said that, Ling Yumo looked curiously at Shilei and asked, "Is it strange, do you understand medicine? How so familiar with the weakness of the human body?" Shilei laughed. I can't say that he had received strict training. He knows all the fragile parts of the human body, right? Zhao Mo, how do you know? Ling Yumo proudly said, "Of course I have studied medicine. My mother is a doctor and has forced me since I was a child. I have learned a lot of medical knowledge." Shilei was more curious, "Since I have learned a lot of medical knowledge, why not apply for a medical major, but choose a computer major?" Ling Yumo lowered her head and said, I like computers myself." Shilei naturally heard that there may be other reasons for this, but because he and Ling Yumo are not close now. If I ask now, I have a deep feeling. Therefore, Shi Lei's decisive choice to terminate the topic and drew the focus to Li Guai. Guess, if you really want to learn, it is not impossible to teach you. Li Guai's face was filled with joy. Brother Stone, really? Shi Lei chuckled, little guess, there is no problem teaching you, but? Li Guai didn't realize Shi Lei's conspiracy, but followed Shi Lei's way and asked, but what? In the future, the cleanliness of the dormitory, as well as Shenma's laundry and socks, are all left to you? Shi Lei didn't say much. Li Gu gritted his teeth, for his heroic dream, and for him to come forward to protect his girlfriend, he only recognized it. Brother Stone, you're ruthless? Shi Lei patted Li Guai's shoulder. Relax, guess, I will train you into a generation of heroes. Mu Xiuang looked at Shi Lei and Li Guai, the kind of familiarity between the two, showing a touch of envy. After eating, Shi Lei took the initiative to check out, indicating that he was entertaining. However, when Shi Lei checked out, looking at his wallet, there were only 300 pitiful, and then there was a pain. Money, this bastard, hates little when it comes to use.